So it is now being recorded. You can, unmute yourself if you want to speak. This is kind of a group call. First, we're going to kind of go into, I'm going to kind of lay out the, lay out the program, if you will, and then I will go ahead and we'll open it up to, questions and such. And of course, you can ask questions anytime you want. If you want to go ahead and just use the chat too, sometimes that helps, where I can kind of read the question and then make it go from there. So there's not going to be any slides. This is just a static slideshow because when it is recorded, it turns into a video, and you have to have something visual to look at. So anyway, so this is the newer version of our productive agent program we did last year. And so what we did last year was tied to a classroom, and it was part, and that was part of it. So I'm going to actually go ahead and mute real quick, and then so if you need to unmute, you can unmute yourself and speak. So anyway, Chris is back in. So anyway, so last time we did the program, we started in January, and it was tied to classroom activity, which is fine. So this year, after sitting down and feedback and such like that, Amy and I sit down, and we believe that separating the classes and the accountability was not a bad idea. So we're going to try that this year. I think it'll work. So because that way, there's two separate things. If you want to attend classes, that's great. You want to attend one of the classes, you want to attend all the classes, that's fine. And then if you just want to be in accountability, that's fine. So I think it'll give everybody an opportunity to do whatever's best for them. So so that's kind of the main gist of the program itself. We did make a couple other minor adjustments. So we'll talk about those. But let's start off with, we are in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is in full gear. In fact, we're almost a third of the way through the fourth quarter. And we all know that real estate works in about 90-day cycles. So you need to, if you go to sleep in the fourth quarter, you'll have a good fourth quarter because you killed yourself, or I shouldn't say killed yourself. You were in a lot of work and you did a lot of energy in the third quarter. So the third quarter's energy is going to show up in the fourth quarter results. And then what happens is, you get lulled to sleep because checks are rolling in, you got listings, you got deals that are happening, and then you stop doing the activities that got you the business. And that is, and it happens to most people. So what'll happen is they'll go ahead and they'll have a decent fourth quarter because of, like I said, of all the energy that took place during the third quarter. However, if you don't really keep your pedal to the metal in the fourth quarter, you're not going to have a good first quarter. And the key to having a good year is to having a great first quarter. And the only way you're going to have a great first quarter is to really keep your pedal to the metal during the fourth quarter. It's just that simple. So and I think it's better that we started off, starting off at the fourth quarter than the first quarter, because the time to get into gear is now, not in the first quarter, right? You're going to hear a lot of, we're going to wait until after the holidays. You're going to hear a lot of that. That's okay. We all know that a lot of houses sell during the fourth quarter. A lot of houses sell in December. Not sure what happened there. The recording interrupted. So, but a lot of people tend to believe that the market stops, and not quite sure what's going on with the call recording. So anyway, so people, distracted from the recording and people joining. So anyway, so you need to keep the pedal to the metal now so that your first quarter is great. And the way you do that is you have to be you have to have systems in place to prevent you from being lured into the uh, the the market comes to a halt at this time of year, and it doesn't. There are a lot of statistics that support that a lot of transactions take place in December. So I'm not going to open up the MLS and do that right now, but we've had this conversation many times, and there are a lot of uh, things that talk about that. So anyway, to support that, the market doesn't die in December. So anyway, with that said, we all know that in order to have a first quarter. I apologize. I have no idea what's going on. I just keep getting a message. So anyway, so let's talk about the program. So accountability is how you do it, and this isn't, and this is accountable to what you want. It's not accountable to what I want. The only thing I want you to do is to do what you want to do. In other words, if you want to have a good first quarter and finish the year strong and have a really good first quarter. This is a shame. Thing's going to be broken up into 15 pieces of recording. So anyway, so accountability is that. So you need a partner. So you need a partner, right? But more importantly, your partner needs you, or I should say is equally as important. As much as you need a partner, and even if you're really good at time management and doing that kind of stuff, you could help other people. There's something about helping other people that will just increase your business. It just happens that way when you help other people. So if you have the discipline, great. Then I would still encourage you to have a partner and or have partners and what do you call it? So that you can help them. But when you help them, it magically helps yourself as it goes along. So that's the gist of having a partner. So let's talk about that real quick. So it's not about, this isn't about 2-3 hours of cold calling. This is whatever your schedule is. So if your schedule is 1 hour of activity, then so be it. Then that's your schedule. You need to write a schedule down and have it written down. If you don't have a schedule, it's because you don't want to be accountable. Okay, and it really is just that simple. So who's viewer 10 wanted to present? No. So anyway, so you have to have a schedule, and I recommend the earlier the better. No later than 9 o'clock, I would say. If you could do 8 o'clock, but if you I'm not gonna record the next time it goes off. I'm just gonna let it rip. So anyway, so if you have children and things like that, you need to get off, and whatever your routine is in the morning, but you can't start till 9. Well, that's fine. Start at 9 o'clock. However, so whatever it is, and you make arrangements with your partner. We're not going to do teams this year. The teams just didn't seem to work. People kind of stepped out a little bit and things like that. So then the teams kind of fell apart. Where this year, if we just have a partner, and if your partner seems to step out, we'll figure out a way to get you with another partner. Even if you have to do a 3-way for the first 30 days, we'll figure something out. So you're going to have a partner, and then you're going to switch every 30 days. And I say we do this program until the end of the first quarter, right? So that would be the end of March. So from now to March 31st. And then we can revisit, and those that want to continue will